part 3 of My TV Radio Interview Tactics and Checklists. Where's your media room webpage on your website? Seriously, where is it? What is a media room? Well, a media room, sometimes called a press room, is a section on your website that provides members of the news media or anyone else interested in interviewing you with information about you, your book, product, company, photographs, press releases, interview questions, your press kit, and other vital necessities to help them do their job, which is to interview you. Now, why do you need a media room? Getting free publicity and using the media to get the word out about what it is that you do is one of the most underused methods of marketing you could be spending your time doing. Remember this quote when dealing with the media. Help them do their job. Yeah, help them do their job. When I first heard that expression, I never forgot it. And neither should you. Now, what does it mean? It means help them do their job. It means don't make members of the media and other people struggling trying to get information about you so that they can conduct that interview with you or write about you for their website, blog, vlog, who knows. The purpose of a media room is to post any and all items so members of the media might go looking for it to help them do their job. The easier you make it for them to find interview questions and your bio and photos of you and press release information, other write-ups and articles that you've been mentioned in, the easier it will be for them to say, when can we conduct this interview? I love what I see here. All this is laid out for me. I'm going to take this, a little bit of this. I'm going to customize that. I'm going to edit that. Now, what sections make up a really good media room? A great media room must have some, if not all, of the following sections so the media can pick and choose what they need to help you with the interview. Such as, and I have a good little list here, okay? There's about 26 items that go into a really great media room. Let's get into them right now. And you don't need to have them all, but I'm going to go through them because if you think about them, you're like, I don't have that now, but I'm going to work on getting that, or I can see myself having that later on, okay? So these 26 items that I'm about to share with you, you pick and choose, and then also work hard to acquire or obtain some of these recommendations so you can then put them in your media room. And so your media room rocks. The more your media room rocks and does its job, the easier it is for you to get interviewed. And the easier it is to get interviewed, the more exposure you're going to get, the more leads, the more sales. It's just going to snowball. So, number 1, in your media room, we need an about section. This is about you or about your company, your website, your business, your product or service. Here's a section that either tells a little bit about you or a lot, or links to your about page on your website. Because when members of the media come to your media room, they might just go there first, and they want more information about you and your company. Well, it's right there. There's the link. Bam. Or the information is right there in that section for them to quickly gain an understanding about who you are and much more. Number 2, articles, stories, and write-ups. Do you write articles? If you do, you might list them in this section and then link to where they are located on the web. And you could do all this within your media room. Articles give members of the media ideas for their own shows. If you wrote an article that inspires them to interview you, make sure they know where to find them on your website or out there on the web. Link to these articles within your media room. Pretty cool. And if you don't write articles, it might be helpful just to write 1, 2, or 3 articles. Just take them right out of your book. Take them from a client case study, whatever. But have a couple articles ready because those articles are almost like show ideas. Good stuff. Number 3, awards and recognitions. Have you received any awards or recognition for what you do? Make sure you post a section within your media room that highlights these accomplishments. Number 4, biographical information. Who are you? Make it easy for members of the media to learn about you. Post your bio in your media room, or at least link to it. Also, make your bio available via PDF, Google Doc, downloadable Word doc, text file, or at least link to it, of course. Yeah, this is so that they can print it from your website and read it on air or make notes for a TV introduction if you're ever interviewed in that manner. Number 5, highlights and special announcements. Do you often make announcements to your list of clients and prospects and affiliates about new products, services, etc.? Post these announcements in your media room for the media to see. Remember, members of the media are hungry for information about you, what's going on in your world, etc. So be sure to create a section in your media room that lists any new announcements you might make. Number 6, facts and figures. Are there any particular facts and figures you might want potential members of the media or other visitors to your website to know about your company, your earnings, stock market performances, etc.? Then post those facts and figures under a section called Facts and Figures or Facts Sheet or something similar. Number 7, images, photo gallery. This is a must-have section to include in your media room. When members of the media want to interview you or other people want to do a review of your products and services, send them to your media room where they can download web-ready or high-resolution images of you, your products, book covers, you name it. Typically, you should provide a 72 dpi for web use resolution and a 300 dpi resolution of your images for print use. Quality image for every image you provide inside your media room is also very important. Number 8, interview your name. So like me, it'd be interview Bart Smith. Another must-have section of your media room is the interview your name section. Why not personalize this section if you can? When members of the media go looking through your media room and see a section called Interview Bart Smith, immediately they might just be inclined to pick up the phone and call you. Well, they're going to call me, Interview Bart Smith. At a minimum, it motivates them to interview you. Inside this section, you can list ways to contact you, in addition to a list of questions that they can ask you about what it is that you do and about your book, your company. Again, it's a must-have section for your media room. Interview your name. Number 9, interview questions and talking points. It's another must-have section to be included in your media room. It makes it easy for members of the media and others to interview you. Create a list of questions or talking points and make those questions available on your website. You can either list the questions on their own page and/or provide a download link to a PDF allowing someone to download and print the actual questions on their computer for easy reference when they interview you. Now, what I did was I actually took my Interview Me pages and I put them on Google Docs. And those Google Docs are available, to the world for viewing, and they can download them in any format: Word doc, text, rich text format, RTF, PDF, whatever they want. Or they can make a copy of that Google Doc, and then in that copy of the Google Doc, they can start editing it to their fancy. Number 10, investor relations. Are you looking for investment capital to fund your growing business? Mention it inside your media room. Let people know you're looking for investors with X amount of capital to invest in X projects. You don't have to go into specifics here, but sometimes a simple statement mentioning that you're looking for investors will suffice. You might also list certain documents and references to stock market numbers that might help encourage a prospective investor to pick up the phone and call you for more information. You name it. Number 11, latest news. Hey, what's new? What's the latest development happening in your business? Did you come up with a new product? Did you write a new book? Did you attend or plan to attend a seminar or other networking event. Tell folks about the latest and greatest happenings in your world in your media room. Number 12, media contact information. This is a must-have area on your website that gives members of the media and others information as to who they should contact to discuss matters relating to your website, publicity, public relations, the media, interviews, and anything else mentioned in your media room. It would be wise to have a separate phone number for your media contact and encourage customers, affiliates, and prospects not to call that number, but your other customer service line. Explain that this phone number is for media only. Now, I went and got a GoDaddy voice number. It costs $10 a month, and it's very specific just for either business or for media only. So you can go pick up an extra number and it forwards to your cell phone, and you can receive calls in and you can call out on that GoDaddy phone line too. It's called a smart line. Check it out. It's like $10 a month or something like that. Number 13, networking and sightings. Will you be attending a networking event, seminar, workshop, or other type of event soon? List it inside your media room under a section called Sights and Appearances. This section serves a couple of purposes. Number 1, it lets people know where you'll be so they can attend the same event in hopes of meeting you. Number 2, when you attend these events, you're going to take pictures, right? And video. Of course you will. Take those pictures and post them in your media room. When you do, and people look through them, and they're from the media, you can bet they're saying to themselves, wow, this person is really pretty active. Yeah, they're out there, and they're making a name for themselves. You know, I need to invite this person to be a guest on my show. Yeah, talk about a great potential guest. I want to meet this person. And photographs and video did that for you. And just going out and about. Hey, get out of the house. Number 14, news and media coverage. In the news. Are you being discussed in the media already? Great. Link to those websites or those YouTube channels that have video about you, that talk about you. Grab their corporate logo and post all of that in your media room. Sign up for Google Alerts, which will send you email updates whenever your personal name, product, or company name is ever mentioned on the web. That's pretty cool. You know, when you get popular out there and people start talking about you, you want to know what they have to say. So sign up for these Google Alerts and you'll find out.